Good day, everyone. Welcome to the division of Nueva Ecija. We all know that planting is important for all living things. Plants absorb carbon dioxide and release oxygen from their leaves, which humans and other animals need to breathe. Living things need plants to live. They eat them and live in them. It helps to clean water too. In this connection, the Philippine Home Economics Association will conduct a virtual national conference and training to be held on October 22 to 24, 2021. One of the activities is planting trees, vegetables, and flowering plants with the theme Planting for Sustainable Development. It was participated by the officers and members of Nueva Ecija chapter, headed by our Education Program Supervisor, Dr. Catalina S. Pachang. The Division of Nueva Ecija consistently participating in all activities sponsored by the organization. Planting takes place in the new normal in different ways. Though pandemic, planting is done individually in the comfort of their school, wherein the officers and members are employed. What you plant now will harvest later.
Okay, so welcome back and a pleasant afternoon to everyone. And welcome back to the afternoon session of the second day of our 72nd National Conference and Training of the Philippine Home Economics Association. So we hope that you had your sumptuous and healthy lunch. No? So sana po ayos yung ating pagkain for us to be healthy and wealthy and wise. Okay? So we would like to congratulate the following participants no, for your active participation at the Forever Young Chair Yoga Dance. Okay? So participants numbers 751, 751, 230, 230, 600, 503, 503, 735, 241. Okay, so let me repeat the participants with the following conference personal identification number o yung CPIN. CPIN number 751. 751, 230, 230, 600, 503, 735, and participant number 241. Okay, so congratulations sa inyo for your very active participation at the Forever Young Chair Yoga Dance. Okay, so siyempre po, kailangan din natin gumalaw-galaw so that we will be energized because you have been seated for almost 4 hours this morning. So at this point, let us continue with the last batch of the 11 trainers from the junior high school level.
Show her demonstration skills on baking and decorating techniques from Eusebio High School of the Division of Pasig City. It is my honor to present to you Miss Olga J. Centeno.
Hi everyone, I'm Olga Centeno, an alumna of UP Diliman College of Home Economics. I teach DLE in Eusebio High School, Pasig City, and I'm the owner, baker, and decorator of an online cake business, Chocolate Overdose. During this pandemic, a lot of us are into baking. It helps us deal with boredom, fight stress, and augment family income. Now, even though there are limited social gatherings and our economic situation is worsening, still, Filipino families manage to celebrate life. And so, even if cakes are not as essential as the other food items, there remains a high demand for cakes, especially the small ones. So, in this video, now, even though there are limited social gatherings and our economic situation is worsening, still, Filipino families manage to celebrate life. And so, even if cakes are not as essential as the other food items, there remains a high demand for cakes, especially the small ones. So, in this video, I'm going to share with you my skills in baking and decorating. I'm going to make a chocolate mud cake, and then also I'll prepare ganache and rolled fondant from scratch. Then we're gonna assemble everything and make a succulent themed cake. Yes, if you're excited to see the video, then let's go ahead and watch this. Okay, so we are finally done with our cake. Let me show you our final output. Ta-da! This is our second theme cake. Yes, it is a cake, but I'm sure that plant lovers won't be disappointed to receive this one on their birthday, right? I hope that you learned a thing or two from this Skillshare video and find inspiration to teach beyond our limits. Fellow home economics educators, our contribution to the achievement of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals is special and significant. We have a huge and vital role in ensuring that these goals can be achieved. We, by providing quality education and teaching our learners with life essential skills, we help achieve these goals. And we also serve as strong instruments for sustainability because we are the ones that are building the mind and character of the next generation. We must be proud of how we can help transform this nation. At this point, in behalf of Ma'am Evelyn Yarin, my head teacher, Ma'am Annalyn Macasina, Giuseppe High School principal, and Dr. Librada Agon, EPPT at ETVL Supervisor in the Division of Pasig City. Thank you, Philippine Home Economics Association, for this opportunity to be part of a successful and meaningful event. Congratulations on your 72nd National Conference and Training. We are honored to be part of this. Be proud and soar high, home economists! Congratulations and thank you. Bye.
To demonstrate how to prepare and attach pack sleeve, allow me to introduce Mrs. Desiree T. Castillo, Teacher 3 of Don Alejandro Roses High School, Quezon City.
Good day, everyone! I am Mrs. Desiree T. Castillo, dressmaking senior high school teacher from Don Alejandro Roses Senior Science Technology High School, Division of Quezon City. I will be your learning facilitator today on the topic, making a tunic smock dress for girls. For you to remember me easily, please call me Mrs. T. I am Mrs. T, your sewing buddy. I'm a big help for you and your mommy. Together in this journey, we'll end up happy. Don't forget my name, it's Mrs. D. For today's lesson, we will discuss the considerations in making children's dresses. Take body measurements, draft patterns, and assemble a tunic smock dress for girls. I hope you will enjoy learning with me. Since the pandemic hit us, children are no longer allowed to go out, even in churches or in malls. However, church services continued through an online platform. Likewise, children's parties are also being held online. Thus, parents are still buying or sewing their little ones' dresses even if they're not going out. And so, for this demonstration, I will teach you how to make a simple one-piece dress for a grade schooler, which can be used for either a church service or a children's party. Are you ready? Let's go! There are a few things that we should consider when making children's clothes. We shall be discussing each one. First is comfort. Children are likely to be irritated if the fabric used for their dresses is unpleasant to their skin. Parents should understand that when choosing clothes for the children, comfort comes first. It is recommended to use soft and lightweight fabrics when making children's dresses, especially in tropical countries like the Philippines. The second one is safety. Grade school kids are energetic and active. They move, they dance, they're restless. When making clothes for them, it is important to consider what trimmings and accessories to use. Trimmings should be sturdy and won't fall off when they move. Refrain from using trimmings or accessories that may cause wounds or scratches to the child. Third consideration is the ease of dressing. Children have limited patience and attention. Thus, dressing up must be done in the shortest time possible. Choose fasteners which are easy to manage and sturdy as well. The last but important consideration is the style. Parents should consider the style and color appropriate for their child's age and personality. With proper guidance, children can be given autonomy in choosing what to wear. It is significant to remember these considerations as this will help you accomplish the activity. Now get your notepad and pen ready. It's time to take our model's body measurements. You will be guided by the instructions on the screen. Let's now move on to our sewing journey. Come on! Hello, sewmates! Welcome to my shop room. This is where we're going to make our project. This is the pattern and the cutting area. This is the sewing area. And at the back is our pressing area. We shall now start working. Once again, let us take a look at our design. Our task today is to make a tunic smock dress for a 6 to 8-year-old girl. A tunic smock dress is a loose outer garment with the upper part closely gathered. The measurements which were taken from our model will now be shown on the screen. You may prepare all the things needed for this project. You will need 1.5 meters plaid or checkered cotton fabric, but any soft and lightweight fabric may be an alternative. Matching threads, small garter for the sleeve, and pins. Cutting tools, pattern tools, dressmaker's carbon paper and tracing wheel for marking, and the sewing machine or hand needles. We will now begin drafting the patterns for our project. These are the tools and materials needed in drafting the front and back bodies. We will start with drawing the perpendicular lines and mark the corner point as A. A to B is 3 inches downward. This is the standard neck depth. A to C is 1 up shoulder or 6 inches. If the shoulder is less than 12 inches, use 6 inches. A to D is the dress length applied. A to E is 2 1/2 inches. This is the standard neck width. We're going to add 1/4 if the design is sleeveless. In our case, we will stick with 2 1/2. A to F is 1/2 shoulder. Again, add 1/4 if the design is sleeveless. Square down points E and F and square out points B C, and D. F to G is 1/2 inch downward. Connect points E, G. Shape the neckline using a French curve or a fashion ruler. Fashion ruler is indeed convenient to use. Mark the intersection point of lines G and C as H. C to I is 1/4 bust plus 1 inch. Mark the intersection point of lines B and G as J. J to K is equal to 1/2 inch inward. Shape the armhole using the points G, K, and I. Square down point I to line B using a longer ruler. Add 2 1/2 from L for the flare. Mark it as point M. Connect points I and M with a line. MN is equal to 1/2 inch upward. Shape the hem using the hip curve and connect points B to N. Mark the middle of line EG as point O and connect the points B and K with a curve. This will be the new neckline and armhole. Measure 1 1/2 down from point A and mark it as P. This is the new back neckline. Connect point P to O to shape the back neckline and connect O, J, I for the back armhole. Mark the sides of the back part. Front and back sides are the same on this style. Mark the hemline. We shall now proceed with the sleeve pattern. Draw perpendicular lines and mark the intersection as A. A to B is equal to 3 1/2 downward. A to C is 5 inches, which is the sleeve length. Square out points B and C. A to D is 1 1/2 inch to the right. B to E, we're going to apply 1/2 armhole based on the front and back bodies. This will be applied on slanting. Square down E at line C and mark as F. Then F to G is equal to 3/4 inch inward. Mark line DE, then divide equally to 4 parts. Shape the sleeve cano. The front sleeve is 1/4 inch deeper than the back. Alright, now that we are done drafting the patterns, we shall now proceed to cutting the cloth. you able to follow? Good job, everyone! Let's continue. At this point, we will start assembling the cut fabrics.
Assembling the tunic smock dress. Finish the row edges. You can use the serger if you have. Join the sides. Next, prepare the sleeves. Fold the sleeve hem following the pattern of the fabric. Sew the sleeve hem. Insert the garter. Secure the end of the garter. Make sure that the garter is flat. Continue on the other end and secure the other end of the garter. Apply easing stitches on the cano on both sides of the sleeve. Leave the straight portion in the center as this will be part of the neckline. Close the sides of the sleeve. Prepare the bodies for sleeve attachment. With the right side out, insert the sleeve into the armhole with the side seams aligned. Pin together around the armhole. Sew the sleeves and the bodies together. Be careful in handling the pins to prevent creaking. You may opt to baste first before stitching on the machine. This is how it looks like when attached. The bias tape will be attached on the neckline and the shoulder area. Join the two bias tapes at 45-degree angle in opposite directions. On the back bodies, match the notch at the center of the bias tape and pin together in place. Pin the bias tape around the neckline and shoulder until you reach the center of the front bodies. The two ends of the bias tape will meet at the center of the front bodies. Do the same procedure on the other side. Start sewing from the center of the front, going to the other end. Be careful in handling pins to prevent pricking. The two ends of the bias tape will meet at the center. This is how the soon buy it tape should look like. Clip the edges of the bias tape. This will give the neckline a better shape. Fold the bias tape to cover the raw edge. Pin in place around the neckline. Make sure that the size of the fold is equal on both ends. Paste in place. Sew the bias tape permanently on the machine. We will now prepare the ribbon. Finish the hem of the bodies. Trim the excess threads. We will now insert the ribbon.
Alright, finally, our tunic smock dress is finished. And since we have scrap cloth, we were able to make a matching face mask and accessories. Now let's ask our model to wear it. Wow, it really looks good on her. It suits her and I think she loves it. Now listen, if we are going to sell this same dress, how much do you think will it cost? Let us do our computation. This table shows the detailed cost of the materials used in this project. The total cost of materials is 178 pesos. Labor cost is computed based on the daily minimum wage of 537 pesos for an 8-hour work. It's about 68 pesos per hour. So, if you're going to do this for about 2 hours, that would be 68 pesos times 2 hours equals 136. Our labor cost is 136 pesos. Electricity is 20% of the materials cost amounting to 36 pesos, while markup is computed as 20% of the combined amount of materials and labor amounting to 63 pesos. Our total costing for this project is 413. In malls, this may cost around 600 to 700 pesos because their markup percentage is higher to compensate for their goodwill investment.
There you have it! I hope you enjoy staying in my shop room. I'm looking forward to more sewing journeys with you. Once again, I am Mrs. D, your sewing buddy. Don't forget my name, it's Mrs. D. See you again soon. Bye!
Special thanks to the Philippine Home Economics Association for giving me the opportunity to present this instructional video. More power to all of you. Thank you!
Good day, everyone. May I introduce Mrs. Maria Cristina S. Maynigo, Teacher 3 of Novaliches High School, Quezon City. She will be presenting a topic entitled Innovative Mocktail and Cocktail Recipes.
Everyone, how are you all doing today? In this time, I hope everything is well, healthy, and safe. Welcome to the Philippine Home Economics Association Convention and witness another exciting demonstration in food and beverage services. I am Mrs. Maria Cristina A. Maynigo from Novaliches High School, Senior High School Department. Thank you, PHEA, for giving me this opportunity to showcase my skills in bartending, and I hope that you will enjoy the rest of the session. Before we begin, let me just give you a brief history of the cocktail and how it started.
A cocktail is a mixed drink cold punch which was being made back in the 1500s. But the invention of the cocktail itself can be traced to the 1800s. The word cocktail was first published in a newspaper in 1806, but the first publication of a bartender's guide, which included cocktail recipes, came in 1862, entitled How to Mix Drinks or The Bon Vivant's Companion by Professor Jerry Thomas.
Cocktails have featured in the most aspects of our popular culture, if not all. Some cocktails have even come to exist afterward. In the film and literature most especially, we have a long list of these cocktails including the Vesper Martini, Jack Rose, Whiskey Sour, Scotch Mist, 7 and 7, May Queen, Rob Roy, Feeling Moe, Singapore Sling, French 75, and so on. Therefore, the father of cocktail is Jerry Thomas, who has been a professor and established the image of a bartender as a creative profession with peculiar showmanship. He toured the US and Europe with a traveling bartending show, making the signature like the flaming blue blazer. The legal drinking age is the minimum age at which a person can legally consume alcoholic beverages. The majority of countries have a minimum legal drinking age of either 18 or 19 years old and above.
Today, we are going to mix varieties of cool, refreshing, and vibrant drinks, which is preparing and mixing cocktail and mocktails using innovative recipes. These innovative recipes that I will be using in mixing cocktails and mocktails are fresh medicinal flowers, fresh fruits and vegetables, and herbs, which will be surely benefit everyone who drinks it. Let me just define what is cocktail and what is mocktail. Any idea? When we say cocktail is an alcoholic drink, and it's either a combination of spirits or one or more spirits mixed with one ingredients such as fruit juice, flavored syrup, or cream. And when we say mocktail, it is a non-alcoholic drink consisting of mixture of fruit juices, sodas, herbs, infused waters, or soft drinks. But hey, let me just attend to my guests and offer them our signature mocktails and cocktails. Watch out! Good morning, ma'am and sir. Welcome to Novotel Bar. This way, please. Good morning, ma'am. This way, please. Good morning, ma'am. This way, please. Good morning, sir. This way, please. Okay, this is our drinks menu. Our drinks menu. And for you, sir, our drinks menu. By the way, ma'am, I offer you our signature cocktails and mocktails. My Korean soulmate cocktails is perfect for you. Thank you. And for you, ma'am, Blueberry Ternate is highly recommended. Thank you. And for you, ma'am, Lemongrass mocktails best. And for you, sir, I highly recommend our Asian ginger. Certainly, I'll get back to you once your drinks are ready. See, I told you, they will order our signature cocktails and mocktails. Come with me, and I will show you how to rock and roll these drinks. Let me just quickly remind you before mixing any type of drinks here in the bar. First, do the mise en place. All the necessary equipment, tools, ingredients should be set and ready to use. Second, wear proper PPE. Observe safety and proper sanitation. Next, follow the steps and procedure. And last is clean the area and return the tools, materials to its designated place. Now, let's begin by making the order of the first customer. I'm going to make one of our signature cocktails here in Novaliches High School, which is what we call the Blueberry Ternate. Just to give a trivia about this flower, it is a vine plant named Clitoria ternate, commonly known as Asian pigeon wings, boosts memory enhancing, anti-distress, antidepressant, anticonvulsant, and tranquilizing. It also changes colors depending on what is added to the liquid. For example, the lemon juice. It will turn into purple. Begin by putting lemon juice at the rim of the margarita glass. Next is, we're going to dip and twist it left and right into the salt then set aside. Now, put 3 slices of cucumber into the Boston shaker, and we're going to add lemon wedges. Then next, going to muddle it for a second. And now pour 1.5 jigger of the base, which is vodka. And then 2 jigger of extracted blue bay ternate. And 1 jigger of simple syrup. Then we will going to put ice, cover it, and shake it. Shake it well until the desired coldness of the cocktail is reached. Then we're going to use cotton strainer and pour it to the glass. We're going to add the garnish, which is the blue bay turnip flower and the cucumber will. And there you have it, our signature mocktail, the blue bay turnip tea. Papa! Do you want to know my second signature cocktail to mix? I guess you're excited which one is next. Well, this is a cultural drink in Korea and it is originated in South Korea and now popular across the globe. This alcohol drinks best fits to people with all ages. It gives exciting feeling, refreshments, also treat colds and dampness brought about by diarrhea, and also lower stroke risk. This drink is what we call soju. We can drink this straight or mix with ice, juices, and sodas. This time, we will mix it with a twist. Are you ready to know what recipes will I add? Come, let's make it. This is what we call my Korean soulmate cocktail. Begin by pouring slowly the sparkling strawberry into the glass. And we're going to add ice almost full into the glass. After that, we're going to pour in slowly the yogurt drink to build a dual color. After that, we're going to add 1 jigger of Korean soju. And last, we're going to add cherry on top. And there you go, our signature cocktail, the Korean soulmate cocktail. Enjoy! This time, we will be mixing mocktail drinks. One of the signature mocktails in the house is what we call the Asian ginger. Do you have something in mind why we name it Asian ginger? Well, it's because these drinks are mixed with herbs. It is also a healthy drink and gives cool and vibrant feeling when you drink it. Are you ready to mix it with me? Let's begin! We're going to pour half ice into the glass. Then, we're going to add the lime wheel and tap at least 5 leaves. We're going to tap the mint leaves to get its aroma and the flavor and pour it slowly into the glass. Of course, to add ice. And add again the additional garnish and add ice. We're going to set aside first. I have here the Boston shaker. We're going to put 3 lime wedges. And of course, 2 bar spoon of grated ginger. And 2 bar spoon of sugar. And now, let's muddle it. And we're going to put some ice. Cover it and shake it until we reach the desired coldness. We're going to use the Houghton strainer to strain the drinks. And of course, we're going to pour the soda. And now we're ready to garnish the drinks and the lime wedge. Ta-da! And there we have it, our Asian ginger. Enjoy! Another signature mocktails in the house is usually found in our kitchen. Aha! I guess you are already puzzled if what is it. This mocktail is what we call the lemongrass mocktail. It is basically mixed with extracted fresh juices to add some spice with the flavor, which will surely give pleasure to the guests because of its refreshing aroma and the nutritive value that we can get from this drink. Prepare the highball glass by putting the ice almost full into the glass. Set aside. Then, we have here our Boston shaker. We're going to put 3 lemon wedges, 2 bar spoon of slices lemongrass, 3 jigger of lychee juice, and of course, 1 jigger of simple syrup. Now we're ready to muddle it. And we're ready to put in the ice. Now cover it. And shake it. Now we're ready to pour in the mocktail. I'm going to use the Houghton strainer. And now, we're ready to put in the garnish, the lemongrass, and the lemon wedge. And, of course, the straw. Now it's ready! Enjoy! Thank you for patiently waiting. Here is your drinks. This is your order, my Korean soulmate. Convey, ma'am. And this is your order, sir. The Asian ginger. Enjoy every sip. And this is our signature cocktail, the Blueberry Eternity. I hope you like it. Enjoy! And for you, ma'am, the lemongrass mocktail. Cheers! Here are the breakdowns or the cost of ingredients used in mixing these cocktails and mocktails. Remember, percentage markup may vary depending on the availability of the ingredients, how it was made, and the location of the food service establishment. To get the selling price, simply add the percentage markup to the total amount of the ingredients and the bottle price per serving. I hope you got something in your bucket today. You may also prepare those drinks at home or explore more on the recipes of what you have in the kitchen. Just a reminder by our Miss Universe Catriona Gray, everything is good with moderation. And lastly, I would like to take this chance to thank Philippine Home Economics Association for giving us this great opportunity to share and showcase our talent and skills, which I know for sure will be an edge to everyone. Again, thank you everyone. Stay safe, stay healthy, happy, and calm.
Welcome to the 72nd Philippine Home Economics Association National Conference and Training. Our resource person is a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Education, major in food service. She holds national certificates in bartending, food service, and cookery. She's a Master Teacher 1 of Recto High School, and currently she is the officer in charge of the Home Economics Department. She's also a module writer for Cookery 8, and she's also an active member of the Manila Association of Secondary Home Economics Teachers Association, as well as the Master Teachers Association. As an expert in food service, she's a Hall of Famer in Manila's search for outstanding school canteen, being the manager. So, ladies and gentlemen, to show you how to prepare Thai rolls, here is Mrs. Jocelyn Mandap Simbulan.
Welcome to the 72nd National Conference and Training of the Philippine Home Economics Association. Welcome, fellow economists from across the Philippines. I am your skill trainer for today, Teacher Jo. Welcome to another episode of Cooking with Jo. Lumpiang sariwa, lumpiang toge, lumpiang isda, lumpiang Shanghai. These are the crowd favorite in any Filipino occasion. They are simple, easy to cook, budget-friendly, that extend the variety of dishes in our feast table. In Thailand, there is a dish similar with the lumpia, but simpler to prepare and uses fresh ingredients. Let us get ready and stay tuned to Cooking with Jo. Sawadee ka! I'm Mrs. Jocelyn Simbulan, Master Teacher 1 of Recto High School from City Schools of Manila. Welcome to another episode of Cooking with Jo. Traveling makes us appreciative of our diversity, especially with food, and since we cannot do that yet, we can allow our taste buds to travel by cooking food from different places. In Singapore, we have this famous laksa. In Malaysia, beef rendang. In China, we have vegetable spring roll. And in Vietnam, fried spring roll. Today, we will experience Thailand with one of their popular appetizers that uses rice paper as its wrapper, known as Thai fresh spring rolls or PHEA. Thai spring rolls are made of ground pork, matchsticks cut carrots, sliced cabbage, and thinly sliced onion, and wrapped up and fried until golden brown. Delicious, but easy to prepare. Today, we will make fresh vegetable Thai roll with a twist infusing with Filipino taste. Tools needed in preparing Thai fresh spring rolls. We need strainer, measuring cups, serving plates, bowl, peeler, chopping board, and cutting knife. Ingredients for Thai fresh spring rolls. For the filling, we need 12 pieces romaine lettuce. Clean the leaves and dry. Romaine lettuce contains fiber, potassium, vitamin A, and manganese. Prepare the crab sticks. Slice thinly. Crab sticks contains phosphorus, niacin, and vitamin B12. Prepare the small cucumber, julienne cut. Cucumber contains vitamin K, vitamin B, and vitamin C. Also prepare the mango, cut into strips. Mango contains vitamin C, vitamin A, and potassium. And for the rice paper wrapper, which is rich in carbohydrates and fats. And for the dipping sauce, we need 6 tablespoons lemon juice. Freshly squeezed lemon has vitamin C, folate, and potassium. We will also need 1/2 cup of sugar. Use washed sugar, which is rich in carbohydrates. We will also need 3 tablespoons Thai fish sauce, which has magnesium, and 2 pieces red chilies chopped, which has vitamin A, vitamin C, and potassium. Procedures. Gather all the ingredients. In a bowl with clean water, dip the wrapper in a few seconds until softened. Place the wrapper on a clean flat surface. Arrange the raw ingredient on the wrapper. Romaine 1 piece, crab stick 4 pieces, mango 4 pieces, cucumber 4 pieces. Fold the sides of the wrapper over the ingredients, then bring up to the bottom. Tuck the bottom around the ingredients and roll to the top of the wrapper. In a cup, stir together the lemon juice, sugar, fish sauce, and red chilies. For sauce making variation, you can create using different sauces like hoisin, easy Thai peanut dipping sauce, Thai sweet chili sauce, Thai chili sauce or nam prik pao. You can also use other protein substitutes other than the crab sticks like baked or fried tofu, roasted chicken, and sliced avocado. For storing, you can chill this in a refrigerator for a few minutes. It is best to consume right after they are made. Costing recipe for Thai fresh spring rolls. Ingredients: romaine lettuce. We need 12 pieces that cost 35 pesos. Crab stick, we need 4 pieces that cost 24 pesos. Cucumber, 1 piece that costs 13 pesos. Ripe mango, we need 1 piece 62 pesos. Rice paper, we need 12 pieces 36 pesos. Lemon, 1 piece, 30 pesos. Fish sauce, we need 2 tablespoons that cost 5 pesos. Sugar, a half cup, that is 10 pesos. Red chilies, we need 5 pieces that cost 5 pesos. For the total recipe cost is 220 pesos. Cost per yield is 18.33 pesos. And to compute the 35% profit margin, that costs 6.41. So, we can get now the suggested retail price 24.74 or 25 pesos each. This is now our finished product. And to try it, our guest for today is Ma'am Emma Avendaño, my mentor and a great friend of mine. Hello, ma'am.
Hello, Joe. Okay, I'm going to taste the Thai roll. It's yummy!
Thank you to the Board of Directors of the Philippine Home Economics Association for this opportunity. Let us enjoy the rest of these national conferences and trainings. Once again, this is Teacher Jocelyn. I hope you'll try this ability. See you on our next episode of Cooking with Joe. Bye! Thank you and stay safe, everyone.
I am very pleased to introduce to you our next speaker in this webinar. Our competent speaker is a high school art teacher from St. Pedro Poveda College in the division of Quezon City. Today, she will share her expertise on landscape painting and embroidery. So, let us all lend our ears to Miss Joanna Barrio Jacob. Let's give her a virtual applause.
Hi everyone, this is Jo Jacob, your art and TLE teacher from St. Pedro Poveda College, and welcome to the 72nd National Conference and Training of the Philippine Home Economics Association. Good morning to PHEA Vice President, Ma'am Susana Villanueva, to Mr. Albert M. Rosario, PHEA Vice President, and Arahe Vice President for Administration. Good morning also to Mrs. Ida H. Rondelia, the Chief of the Curriculum Implementation Division of the Department of Education of Division of Manila. Warm greetings also to the other members of the Board of Directors of the Philippine Home Economics Association, to my fellow participants and demo teachers, special greetings to you too. Today I will be showing you how to paint a landscape and add some twist to it. In this activity, you are going to learn or recall the basics of landscape painting. The technique also gives form and creates the illusion of space through highlighting and shadowing. I tried it. It turned out quite well and fulfilling for me since I haven't been sewing for the longest time now. So let me show you the art processes and I hope you learn something from it. To begin with, you will be needing the following materials: a pencil, an eraser, a watercolor set, paint brushes, a cup of water, tissue or used cloth, a stretch canvas, a cross-stitch needle or embroidery needle, a pair of scissors, colorful threads, a threader, and an only patience and passion for the arts. So let's start by dividing the photo reference into 3 parts, such as the background, middle ground, and foreground. Now let's get started. The next thing I did is to sketch the design or the landscape onto my canvas. I've used a white acrylic paint and a fan brush to create sun rays. As you can see here, I drag the paints down using lines to put emphasis on the yellow flower. Once the paint has dried, I have added again lazy daisies and french knots for the flowers in the background, foreground, and middle ground. So here's the finished output. Having seen how it's done, make sure your students will also do an art analysis of their own work. The first step is to let them describe the artwork, put a title to it, describe the medium used, and what form of art it is. The second step is to make them analyze their work. In this stage, this is where you let them look into the technical aspects and aesthetics of the composition, such as knowing the art elements and design principles used in it. The third one is to encourage them to go deeper than what's being seen by their eyes. Draw out some of their thoughts, feelings, and opinions about their work. Let them search for the meaning and purpose of their art making. Lastly, let them decide whether it is a masterpiece or not. Ask them how they can still improve on their skills if they are still not satisfied with it. Furthermore, affirm your students as well for being creative in their own way and for putting their heart and soul into their artworks. Here are some creative ideas for subject integration activities. For instance, in our school, the art and TLE 8 areas have integrated to do a landscape painting with manga drawing and creative sewing together in one performance task. Subject integration activities make our students become more aware of the intertwined worlds of these skills-based subjects, not to mention reducing their requirements in school. Thus, their artwork has a touch of Asian arts and creative sewing. These integration activities will also help them to develop their skills in painting and embroidery. Oh, and by the way, I only got these photos from the internet. As an art educator, you must not skip nor let another activity, artwork, or performance task pass by without an art critique and appreciation activity. This art and TLE integration activity is only one of the examples that you can practice in your respective schools. Subject integration allows your students to relate everything, to connect everything around them. So you see, the learning never stops if you really want to hone your craft. Thanks PHEA Board of Directors for allowing me to do this skills demo on landscape painting and embroidery. To my fellow participants, God bless all and enjoy the convention.
Hello everyone. I am deeply honored to present to you the Master Teacher 2 of Pasay City North High School, Eme de la Cruz. Please help me welcome Mr. Lawrence S. D. Puno.
Welcome to the 72nd Philippine Home Economics Association National Conference and Training.
Good day to everyone. Probably this video lesson could help you budget your expenses by simply replacing the usual way you do in purchasing sanitizer and maintaining and cleaning your kitchen. Commercial Cooking Exploratory Course, Grade 8. Lawrence S. D. Puno from Pasay City North High School and De La Cruz. How to make homemade sanitizers. Here are the important things needed. Vinegar isn't only useful for cooking. It also makes a great cleaner and disinfectant because it's made from acetic acid. The acidic nature of vinegar is so powerful. It can dissolve mineral deposit, dirt, grease, and grime. It is strong enough to kill bacteria. Water or warm water is a universal solvent. What will happen if warm water will mix to vinegar? This happens because vinegar consists of water and acetic acid. The acetic acid forms strong bands with water molecules. These bands slow the movement of the molecules in the solution faster than the molecules in pure water, causing the solution to freeze more quickly. This washing liquid. It is used primarily for removing food from used dishes and tableware. It is heavy soil, such as large food particles. It is generally scrapped from the dishes before using. Spray bottle. A device such as a bottle with a nozzle for spraying a mist of water. Rug. A piece of old cloth, especially one torn from a larger piece, used typically for cleaning things. The kitchen utensils needed. Measuring cup. A kitchen utensil used primarily to measure the volume of liquid or bulk solid cooking ingredients such as flour and sugar, especially for capacity and scale. Panel. A tube or pipe that is wide at the top and narrow at the bottom, used for guiding liquid or powder into a small opening. Spoon. A utensil consisting of a small shallow bowl, oval or round, at the end of a handle. A type of cutlery, especially as part of a place setting. The protective devices needed. Apron. To protect clothes or to protect their bodies from injury or mess. Face mask. A protective mask covering the nose and mouth or nose and eyes. Also used to cover from irritating smell such as vinegar. Gloves or plastic gloves. A covering for the hand worn for protection against cold or dirt, and typically having separate parts for each finger and the thumb. The safety measures. Number 1. Store and use cleaning sanitizer out of the reach of children and pets. Number 2. Label always cleaning or disinfectant solutions. Number 3. Do not wipe or bathe people or pets with any surface cleaning and disinfection products. 4. Do not drink or breathe disinfection solution or products into your body or apply directly to your skin, as they can cause serious harm. 5. Wash with water if accidentally contact with ice. 6. Use gloves when applying solution. 7. Clean hands after taking off gloves or handling you. The procedure.
Prepare all things needed. Vinegar, warm water, dishwashing liquid, spray bottle, rum, measuring cup, panel, spoon. Make ready for the 3 cups of warm water. Pour in 1/2 cup of vinegar in a container. Cut or tear the corner of the dishwashing liquid and get ready with a spoon. Use and place the funnel in the mouth of the plastic spray bottle. Combine the 3 cups of warm water with 1/2 cup of white vinegar and 1 tablespoon of dishwashing liquid in the spray bottle. After pouring everything, cover and mix gently. Let's go and start cleaning.
Remember, this works well on any type of kitchen surface, including cabinetry, sinks, tables, counters, and any other area that requires cleaning. Spread the news that you develop a liquid solution for sanitizing kitchen premises and surfaces that will help your family to save a little amount in your budget in purchasing other sanitizing solution. Congratulations! You made a homemade sanitizer. Thank you, and keep safe, everybody.
Okay. So thank you very much to the last batch of our 11 skills trainers coming from the junior high school level. So we're seated already for almost more than 2 hours. Diba? So let's do some stretching to the tune of Happy Together. Okay, please turn on your camera, participants.
We made it! All right, Shavasana time, 10 minutes. We made it! All right, Shavasana time.
Okay, so dear participants, so siguro naman medyo you had your energy already for the next batch of our presenters. Okay, so once again, thank you very much for your participation, for opening your webcams. Okay, so sabi nga, let us stay happy together at the Philippine Home Economics Association. So please always support the activities of the Philippine Home Economics Association. So at this point, let us proceed with our trainers from the senior high school level.
Good day, everyone. Our next speaker is a head teacher 6 of the TLE Department of Manuel L. Quezon High School, Schools Division of Caloocan. She is no other than Jinky L. Hassan.
Hello everyone! Sa aking pong mga kapwa-guro mula Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao, isang mapagpalang araw po sa inyong lahat. And today, we are celebrating virtually the Philippine Home Economics Association's 72nd National Conference and Training. And part of this training is the skills demonstration, which I'm gonna show you later. And before anything else, allow me to introduce myself first. I am Ma'am Jinky Lucena Hassan, panaderang maestra from SDO Caloocan. At dahil bare months na po ngayon, ituturo ko po sa inyo ang paggawa ng napakasimpleng dessert na talaga namang mapapamahal at mapapayami kayo pagkakain ninyo. So ituturo ko po sa inyo ngayon ang cheesecake in can, na kung saan pwede nyo gawin sa Pasko at sa New Year. Ganun din naman, pwede nyo rin pong gawing pangkabuhayan na pwedeng makatulong sa atin, lalo na kapag dumarating na si Judith. Simulan na po natin. At narito po ang ating mga kakailanganin sa paggawa po natin ng no-bake cheesecake in can. So gagamit po tayo, ayan, ng 2 cups cream cheese na nasa room temperature na. At nilagay ko na po siya sa ating pong mixing bowl. Gagamit din po tayo ng 1 can or 370 ml condensed milk, 1 cup na cream. Pwede po kayong gumamit ng kahit na anong brand ng cream. Ang ginagamit ko po ngayon, I am using Nestle Cream brand. Gagamit po kayo ng tinunaw na gelatin powder. Gumagamit po ako ng PHEA gelatin powder. 1 tablespoon ng gelatin powder. Tutunawin po natin sa 1/4 cup water. Gagamit din po tayo ng 1/2 cup na sugar. And of course, ang ating pong base, gagamit po tayo ng crushed graham. Lalagyan natin siya ng melted butter. Ayan, melted butter. And of course, ilalagay natin sila dito sa ating tin cans. Okay? Then, ang ating magiging toppings ay mangga. Sa paglagay po natin ng toppings, pwede po tayo maglagay ng Oreo, crushed Oreo, para maging Oreo cheesecake siya. Pwede rin po tayong gumamit ng blueberry para maging blueberry cheesecake siya. And of course, pwede po tayong gumamit ng strawberry para maging strawberry cheesecake siya. So this time, ang gagamitin ko po ay mango. Kaya naman, ang gagawin natin today ay mango cheesecake in can. Excited na po ba kayong matuto at malaman ang aking secret recipe? Simulan na po natin. At narito po kung paano gawin ang ating cheesecake in can. So, ayan, gagamit po tayo ng electric mixer. Nauna na ang ating cream cheese. So, mapapansin po ninyo, medyo maingay siya kasi frozen pa siya konti. So, mas maganda po talaga na gagamit tayo ng cream cheese na nailabas na natin sa refrigerator or sa freezer at least 1 hour. So, hintayin lang natin maging soft and fluffy ang ating cream cheese. So, ayan, nakikita natin medyo nagsosoft na siya. So, ibibit pa natin, imimix pa po natin ulit hanggang maging soft talaga siya ng gusto. Pero wag natin siyang i-overmix kasi ang tendency ay maghihiwa-hiwalay ulit siya. Magka-curdle po ang ating cream cheese. Okay? At ngayon, nilalagay na po natin ang ating pong condensed milk, 370 ml or 1 can ng condensed milk, room temperature lang po. I-add natin. Then, add po natin ang ating 1 cup na cream or Nestle cream. And, ilalagay ko po ngayon ang ating gelatin powder. Ang gelatin powder po siya yung mag-hold dun sa ating cream cheese para hindi siya bibitaw, para maging firm siya. At ito na po, nagawa na natin ang ating mixture, cream cheese mixture. So ngayon, gagawin naman natin yung base, yung ating graham powder or crushed graham, 1 cup. Ayan. Tapos lalagyan natin siya ng 1/2 cup na sugar, brown sugar. And lalagyan natin siya ng melted butter. Ayan, 1/4 cup ng melted butter. And of course, imimix natin siya. So, pwede nyo itong kamayin para ma-mix nyo mabuti. So, ito na po, di ba? Minix na natin ang ating pinaka-base. Ayan. Tapos, ilalagay natin siya dito sa ating mga tin cans. Ang ating tin can po ay mabibili sa any baking supplies. Marami po siya doon. And it comes in different sizes. We have 5 inches, we have 6 inches, we have 8 inches. So, depende na lang po kung anong size ang gusto niyo. Sa paglalagay, tatansyahin nyo lang. Sa paglalagay ng base, tatansyahin nyo lang kung gaano karami. Pero hindi makapal. Kasi dapat ang mas makapal ay yung mixture ng cream cheese natin. So, maglalagay tayo ng base dito. Isa-isahin natin. So, ayan. Naglalagay tayo ng base. So, I'm using food grade disposable gloves. Safe siya sa food. Ayan. Pwede nyo rin kamayin. Pwede kayong gumamit ng baso para ma-press ninyong mabuti yung pinaka-base ng ating cheesecake. So, again, ito po ay no-bake cheesecake. Ayan. So, make sure na na-firm nyo siyang mabuti. Ayan. Sisiksik po natin. And the remaining ingredients or base natin, sa isang lalagyan naman natin siya ilalagay. By the way, ang ating tin can ay na-sterilize natin. After washing our tin can, nilagyan natin siya ng hot water para ma-sterilize siya kahit papano. And safe din itong tin can na to para ipasok sa oven. Oven safe po siya. Pwede siyang gamitin direct na pan. So, di ba, uso-uso yung ating mga tin can, lalo na kapag may mga events tayo, yung mga brigadeiro, mga dream cake, yung mga chocolate cake in can. So, gumagamit tayo nito. Okay? Kasi safe naman siyang gamitin sa oven. So, once we're done with pressing the base, ayan, ilalagay muna natin siya sa fridge, alright, for at least 30 minutes before we put in the cream cheese mixture. And after that, lalagay na natin kung ano yung toppings natin. Ayan, so eto na po yung ating nalagay sa freezer for at least 30 minutes para lang mag-firm lalo yung ating base. So, ilalagay na natin ngayon yung mixture ng ating cream cheese. Ulit. Ayan. So, sa paglalagay natin ng mixture ng cream cheese, pwede nating tansyahin. So, basta lang hindi siya punong-puno. Tansyahin natin. So, ipa-flat natin siya. Ayan. Tapos, ayan. Ayan. So, let's proceed to another one. So, pag nalagay po natin yung ating pong cream cheese mixture sa ibabaw ng ating pong base, okay, lalagay ulit natin siya sa freezer para po mag-hold ulit, medyo tumigas bago natin lagyan ng toppings. At ito po yung toppings natin, mango toppings. Pwede po kayong mag-puree ng mango puree po. Lalagyan nyo lang siya ng sugar, tapos konting cornstarch para medyo malapot, tapos lulutuin nyo siya para luto siya. Then magta-toppings ulit kayo ng panibagong slices of mangoes. So, pwede po yun. Depende po sa inyo. Pwede rin kayong bumili ng mga mangoes in can or fruits in can. Yan, kung ayaw nyo nang bumili ng fresh mango, pwede din po yun. So, kapag matigas na po at naset na yung cream cheese, yung mixture ng cream cheese, pwede na tayo maglagay ng toppings. So, maglalagay na po ako. Ayan, so maglalagay po ako ng toppings natin. So spread nyo lang sa gitna. Ayan, i-leave nyo ng konti, mag-leave kayo ng konti ng space sa gilid para sa other decorations. Lalo na kapag gagawin nyo pong business. Ayan, kasi lalagyan natin siya ng whipping cream sa gilid para may designs po siya. Okay? So ayan, ilagay na po natin ang ating pong mango toppings. So this time, nag-ready lang po ako sa piping bag ng ating pong whipping cream para added decoration siya sa ating pong cream cheese. At syempre, mas sasarap yung ating cream cheese. So ito po, naglagay ako ng whipping cream or whipped cream sa ating pong piping bag. Naglagay din po ako ng piping tip. Nasa inyo kung anong decoration or anong sukat, anong design ng inyong piping tip na gagamitin. So ipapipe ko lang siya sa paligid for added decoration. Ayan. So ipapipe lang po natin ng dahan-dahan. Ayan, para gumanda yung ating cheesecake. And, tadan! Ito na po ang ating no-bake mango cheesecake. Napakadali lang pong sundan, di ba? So again, pwede nyo itong gawin ngayong magpapasko, ngayong mag-New Year, at syempre kapag may mga special occasion sa inyong family. Muli, ako po si Ma'am Jinky L. Hasan mula po sa Division of Caloocan. Maraming salamat po at sana natuto po kayo sa akin. God bless us all.
Good day, everyone. At this point, it is my pleasure to introduce our fourth speaker. Our next speaker is one of the best and most skilled instructors in the Division of Tarlac. He is an asset to Estepona National High School, where he is a dedicated subject coordinator and a very active and effective teacher 3 in senior high school TVL. Without a doubt, his life experiences and trainings, such as the skills training in making veggie noodles, shape him into the greatest in his field. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Gerald C. Preciados.
Hello everyone and welcome to the 7th National Conference and Training of the Philippine Home Economics Association. I am Sir Gerald Preciados of Estepona National High School from the Division of Tarlac Province. Today, I will demonstrate how to make a vegetable noodles, or also known as the veggie noodles. The ingredients for our vegetable noodles are flour, boiled squash, a piece of egg, water, and salt. First is measure the ingredients. We need 4 cups of flour. And then scrape the flour using of spatula. 1, 2, 3, and after measuring the flour, mash the squash. Mash po natin yung squash. Because squash rich in vitamin A, so that's why we use squash. And aside from that, we can use a little bit of water because the squash contains a lot of water. So, and we already mashed the squash. And after that, make a hole for our flour. Okay? And then add the squash. a piece of egg, we already add the mashed squash and egg on the flour. And then, a pinch of salt. Then mix the flour to make a dough. I-mix, we can add water later kasi just to make sure na yung nilagay nating kalabasa is hindi siya ganon magiging basa. Okay? Kasi po yung kalabasa natin is rich in water na. Okay, so kapag medyo matigas siya, so yan, na-mix na po natin siya. Lalagyan lang po natin siya ng konting water later. Hindi rin po kasi pwedeng maging basa yung ating flour or yung ating dough kasi magdidikit-dikit po siya kapag kinat natin siya sa ating pasta maker. Okay. So, konting water lang po lalagyan natin. Siguro mga 2 tablespoon. Control lang po natin kasi baka maging basa yung ating dough. Mas natin lagay sa ating kapag buo na yung ating dough. So, mix lang. Basta mix lang po tayo ng mix. So, kapag nakita po natin na medyo dry yung ating dough, so patakan pa po natin ng konting water. Basta lang po natin siya, idiretso lang natin. So ngayon, pwede na po natin siyang ilagay sa ating table kasi so napakahalaga po na ang texture ng ating noodles ay hindi siya basa. Kasi kapag basa po yung ating noodles, medyo malagkit ito at hindi maging maganda yung texture. Kasi iluluto pa po kasi natin ito, ilalaga pa po natin. Okay. At hindi rin naman maganda yung noodles or yung ating veggie noodles ay sobrang tigas. Okay. Kailangan po ay nakatamtaman talaga yung texture. So after po natin ng pagmamasa, pwede po na po natin ito i-rest lang po natin siya ng konti bago natin i-cut. And after habang kinakat po natin siya, magpapakulo po tayo ng water. Doon po natin ilalaga yung ating noodles. Okay? Or pwede rin po tayong mag-prepare ng cooking oil para po makagawa naman tayo ng ating pancit canton. Okay? Okay, the best po na ginagamit nating flour is yung bread flour dahil mas mataas ang kanyang gluten content. Mas elastic siya kapag ginamit natin yon sa paggawa ng ating noodles. Okay, so over done na sa ating dough, ang gagawin naman natin is ikakat naman natin yung ating dough para paggawa natin ng ating noodles na. Okay? So, mas lang natin ng konti. And then after that, ikakat natin siya. Okay? So, ito po siya. i-flat po natin siya gamit ng ating pasta maker. So, sa roller po natin siya. So, i-ano muna natin, so i-flat natin siya. Gawin ng ating rolling pin bago natin siya ilagay sa ating pasta maker. Okay? So, nagiging flat po siya. Numinipis po siya ng numinipis. Habang panipis po siya ng panipis, pakinis naman po siya ng pakinis. Okay? Okay, so ito na po. So, eksakto na po yung texture niya for our noodles. Okay, so ito na po siya. So the question is, paano kung wala tayong pasta maker? So pwede naman po tayong gumamit ng kutsilyo. So since mahaba po yung noodles natin, so kakat po natin siya. And then, ilalagay po natin siya ngayon dito sa cutter. So meron po tayo yung para sa pasta, fettuccine, and we also have for the Mickey or the spaghetti cut. Okay? So, pwede rin po natin siya lagyan ng flour para hindi po siya totally magdikit-dikit mamayang kilat po natin. So, this is our noodles. Okay, another, isa pa po. Okay, so this is our vegetable noodles. Okay, so next po yung another set. You know what, pwede po tayong gumamit ng ibang mga vegetable, not only kalabasa, we can use also leafy vegetables po like yung malunggay. So it depends on us kung anong klaseng flavor po ang gusto natin. So, pinapanipis po natin ng pinapanipis yung ating pasta para po mas maganda yung texture. Okay, so this is our noodles. So, hiwain po natin siya kasi masyadong mahaba. So, nakapag-prepare na po tayo ng ating casserole. And then, kumukulo na po yung water. And habang kumukulo, so, we're done na po sa ating noodles. So, ito po yung ating pasta na papakuluan po natin. So, bale, kapag kumulo po ito at lumutang po, ibig sabihin, pwede na po yung ating pasta. So, pwede rin po tayong gumawa pa ng isang pasta pa, which is the fettuccine. So, itong slice naman po nito sa kabila. And for our remaining po na pasta is iluluto po, gagawa naman po tayo ngayon ng pancit canton. So itong mga to po ay gagawin natin mamaya yung pancit canton, vegetable pancit canton. Okay? So pwede na po yung ating noodles. Yung ating noodles, veggie noodles. So, napaka-healthy and napaka-delicious po. Done with our noodles or the veggie noodles, so let's proceed to our pancit canton. So, first is, kailangan po natin magpakulo or magpainit ng mantika. So, kailangan is yung ating noodles ay lubog sa mantika. So, I prepare 1 liter of cooking oil. So, pakukuluan lang po natin yan. And pagkatapos po, or painitin lang natin siya, and then ilalagay po natin yung ating cut noodles para makapag-prepare po tayo ng ating pancit canton. Okay? So, this noodles is kalabasa noodles. So, pwede po natin siyang gamitin for mami or other dishes. Okay? We can add vegetables, we can add chicken, okay, for our family. Healthy and delicious noodles. Okay. So, medyo mainit na po yung ating mantika. So, ilalagay na po niyan natin yung ating noodles. So, mainit na po ngayon yung ating mantika. So, inaan lang po natin ng ating apoy para hindi po masunog yung ating pancit canton. So, ilalagay na po niyan natin ito. And magdo-double in size po itong ating canton. Okay. This is the pancit canton to drain. Okay. So, ito po yung ating pancit canton. We make our pancit canton at home or pwede rin po natin siyang gawing business. Okay, so now I prepared some ingredients to prepare mami from our noodles. Okay, so una, kuha tayo ng ating noodles, yung ating kaninang kalabasa noodles. So, lagyan natin sa ating bowl. And lagyan din natin ng ating tokwa, okay? So, our bean curd. So, much healthy kasi wala tayong marunong masyadong mga karne. And then, we can add also ang pinakakarne natin yung ating chicharon. Okay. And our vegetable. Then, tapos lalagyan din natin ng egg. Okay. And, of course, our stock or our beef. So, we have beef broth. Ayan. Medyo, ang sarap ng amoy ng ating mami. Lalo na kapag ang ating noodles ay fresh. Okay? So, this is it. And put some calamansi to garnish. Okay, so that's it for our mami or fresh noodles or fresh kalabasa noodles. But, of course, pwede rin natin siya for business. So, I prepared here ng plastic. So, pwede natin siyang ilagay na sa plastic. And, pwede natin siyang ibalot. Okay? For business. And, ang gagawin lang natin dito, i-weight lang natin siya kung gaano ka 250 grams to 500 grams. Yan. So, this is 250 grams. Another 250 grams. So, pwede po natin itong gawing business. Aside from healthy food na pwede natin kainin or i-prepare sa ating family, pwede din natin itong gawing pangkabuhayan. Okay. We all know that in the technology and livelihood education, pag sinabi natin livelihood, pwede siya for pangkabuhayan. Okay? So, another 250. And last one, another, I think this is another 250 grams. Okay, so yun po. And then, sa ating fried noodles, pwede rin natin siyang ilagay sa ating lagyan. For our pancit canton. So, pwede po pang negosyo ang ating noodles. Ang ating fresh veggie noodles. Okay. So, pwede po natin ihalo ito dito. And, kasi pwede na po natin siyang i-seal. is the finished product of our veggie noodles, kalabasa vegetable noodles. Okay, so we have the fresh noodles or the Mickey, and we also have the vegetable pancit canton, and of course the Mickey used in making mami. To the Board of Directors of the Philippine Home Economics Association, thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you.
A pleasant day, everyone. Our next presenter is a well-versed educator specializing in computer science. In his more than 20 years of experience in the academe, he was able to develop various software applications that enhance teaching and learning processes with the use of technology. He is the brainchild of the automated testing system currently used by the De La Salle Santiago Sobel School. He is also one of the prime movers in embracing the use of technology in Philippine Home Economics Association when we launched our website 15 years ago in Davao City. Likewise, he is an author of several books in computer applications under Phoenix Publishing House. Our demonstrator recently developed Pepito, the personal robot kit for Filipino students. It is an open source robotics kit for online learning. Currently, he is busy conducting robotics training for teachers in partnership with the Department of Education. Friends and fellow home economists, let us all welcome with our virtual clap, Mr. Dennis Patino.
All right, thank you for that. And I would like to welcome again the participants of the 72nd National Conference and Training of the Philippine Home Economics Association. So I'm here to share with you about Pepito. But hold on, let me just share my screen so we can start. All right. Okay. So, Pepito, the mini robot. So first of all, I'm a teacher in one of the schools in Metro Manila. Actually, it's the San Travis School. That's in Muntinlupa. And I've been teaching robotics for 3 to 4 years now. I used to teach computer technology and moved to the other department, robotics. It's a new unit, and robotics is actually a regular subject in our school. It's a 1 hour class every week. And when we heard that there will be lockdowns and schools actually closed early, we were not sure how to do robotics the next year since we are all in lockdown, and we have to think on how our subject can still proceed while everyone is doing online learning. And this is what we did. So we had to, well, I had to, since I'm the main teacher, I had to think of a way so that students can actually have a robot on their own. That's why I call it the personal robot or the personal robot kit. Because what we usually have in the lab are robots that are shared by everyone. So they have to go to the laboratory to do robotics. But this time, they have to have their own. And in designing the robot, I have to think of a way on how this may be done and at the same time have a practical application later. And they're all based uh, on machines that are being used in the industry, especially in warehouses, uh, in Alibaba, Amazon, and others. But of course, we cannot give them uh, robots that size. So we have to think of a smaller one. And this is what I came up with. So that's the latest version of Pepito. And last year, we actually made 2,700 mini robots, and they were all made in the lab. So each student will get a box. So they got box last year. And in every box, well, we had to also design the box. So in every box, they will get the printed circuit board, which I also designed and found out and decided that the circuit board will also become the chassis. So to save on cost. And aside from the PCB, of course, they will get the sensors, the motors, the wheels. So these are 3D printed. They are all made in the lab. And for the cover is also 3D printed. So this is the cover. The PCB is also used or maybe used as a cover. So it doubles as a cover. And after assembling all of it, you will end up with this one. And this is a newer version or a heavily modified version because every kit allows the student or anyone, no, a teacher, a student, to further modify the robot to suit their project or need. And this also applies in every level. Every student in our school from grade 6 to grade 12 got one. So the extent of the modification or the setup depends on the level. But basically, once the students got it, it's all theirs. So the idea is, it's a personal robot kit. You maintain it, and if everything or if something happens to it, and you have to repair or replace some parts, well, you have to be the one to do it because it's a personal robot kit. It's so small, the parts are cheap and available online. All you need to do is to know how they all go together and how to make them work. And this is our robotics lab, which became our production facility. So during the the start of the pandemic, during the summer, we were actually busy preparing for the opening of classes, and we were uh, ordering parts after I designed, of course, and finished prototyping. We ordered some parts, and the lab aides, which became technicians, in the end, were also locked down in the lab, so they had to stay there and work. So they never lost their work. After there were more work during the summer, and what they did is to keep all the orders and put them all together. So that's our factory or mini factory in our campus, and that's me fixing and calibrating the new 3D printers which we bought to print or to create the other parts that are needed in the robot. And this is a demo on what we can actually have the robot do. And is a simulation of a warehouse robot where the robot will be asked to go to a station depending on the feedback or input of the user. And in this case, since there are no buttons, students can actually uh, make changes or do something to make things work. And in lieu of the buttons, I showed that we can actually use bare wires to, to simulate or mimic the use of buttons. So in this case, the robot will be asked to go to a station and go back to the home base. So there are sensors that allows the robot to check what's going on or or its location, and the black lines are the queue. So it goes back to the home base and we'll wait for an order. And it's all based on what was written in the code, in the program. So coding is part of the learning that the students will undergo. And most of the things that they will learn is actually more on coding. Telling the robot what to do and how to do it. Now, of course, after that, it would be better if I made videos or instructional videos, because there are so many levels and so many questions on how to do the robot. And there are teachers who are quite new on this type of technology because they are used to commercial kits that are quite expensive and bulky. In this case, the robot is so small and very easy to use, and but they're quite not knowledgeable on how to write the code or how to put things together since it's open, meaning you get to see the wires and manipulate everything, all the electronics that are available. So I have to make some videos, a lot of videos actually, and make it available for everyone. Yes, this is public and that is my YouTube channel. And you can go there to find out more about how the robot works and probably consider uh, doing your own, because we actually just finished conducting training with DepEd Manila and DepEd Muntinlupa, now on the second batch of teachers. And they would like also to do this kind of thing uh, as uh, as indicated in one of your or one of DepEd's curriculum or course outlines. And this is just to show how this can be done in your school, because you were able to do it. Maybe you can do it at a more practical manner. And this is a sample of what you will see in the videos. And this lesson or video lesson shows how to wire the robot. So it shows which wire goes to which part, making sure that the teacher, or especially me, don't have to demonstrate, because I already did it. And they all need to do is to watch the video. And I, being the teacher, will just have to make sure that they watch the video and they did learn from the video by doing an assessment, of course. So in case the student is absent, well, he or she can always work on the topic or on the lesson or on the video or on the on lesson activity using the video. And of course, students can always play the video anytime, anywhere they want. So this is another lesson, and it shows how coding is done for robot. So this is coding specifically to show or to make the robot move the left and right motors. So of course that is still me. And we also set up a repository. We call it the DLZ Robotics Help Desk because there is a person behind the help desk. It is a since the technicians are in the laboratory, and people might ask questions that are tedious to the teacher. Let's say they have questions about the robot not working, or where to put this wire, or asking for details and getting repairs or getting new parts. So the teacher will not need to do that. So the technicians, same technicians who are in the laboratory every day, Saturday, working on the robots that are for distribution or for repair, are also our help desk. So when somebody calls the Gmeet, no, it's a Google Meet. So this is a Google Classroom. There's a Google link there, and they click Gmeet. The Meet will open up, and they will have to say "tao po" because the technicians are not there. They are working on the robot. But when they say "tao po," the technicians will hear uh, somebody saying "tao po" no, in the computer. They will open up the camera so that they can actually talk, and students or parents also can show their work or issues with the robot, and our technicians can help working on them. So that's how we did it. And in the same Google Classroom or in the help desk, they can download the lessons, and other things that are necessary for the for in the use of the robot. So we have to put everything in one location. And of course, no, as the creator of Pepito, I also made or wrote a manual, which they don't read, of course. Anyway, I have to put the manual saying or indicating how the robot should be used, and the different important technical technical matters which they don't read also. No, uh, in this manual. But we have a manual, and we just have to reiterate, especially with the teacher, because I would end up not knowing. I mean, knowing that the students did not read the important parts, so I end up reiterating. Ganyan ang mga bata, no? So they are so excited. They don't like to. They want to work with robot. That's why I have to make more videos. So expect more videos in the channel. Kasi nga, no, our students, I found out students, they really don't like to read, but they like to watch. And I have to add or change the way I teach. Instead of writing text, I make videos, and there. So the videos are there. If you want to know more, just watch it, and maybe you can plan ahead for what your schools would need in the future, since robotics will be required in a couple of years. I also made a 3D model of the robot. So I drew the robot in 3D, and I made it available to everyone so they can actually still use it and use it for their presentations or 3D print the parts. Yes, you can 3D print the parts. I have 3D printed the some parts, the motor mount, the wheel itself, even the caster wheel. No, it's 3D printed. So if they want to 3D print, they can just download the model and 3D print on their own using every material possible. And for the software can be downloaded for free. It's Arduino, and it can be downloaded for free. And this is how coding is done. It's very easy. Once you get past the initial use of the robot, because of course, if you're really new to this type of technology, it will be quite confusing. But once you are through with the phase, everything will be okay, and you'll be familiar with connecting wires to components and uploading code. To see actual codes that actually work on the robot, you may just look at the videos that I uploaded. So I'll be making more actually later for my lesson on Monday. So there will be more videos by next week. And aside from the actual robot, I also made a virtual circuit or a simulation circuit that is available online for everyone also. Now that you know it, it's in Tinkercad. It's shared publicly, and you just log into Tinkercad. It's owned by Autodesk, and in Tinkercad, you get to simulate electronics. And fortunately, this is again. Yes, Johanna, do you have a question?
Go ahead,
Raise
go
your
ahead.
hand.
Later. Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
Or later.
Yes, later.
Okay. So this is also available to everyone. So I made everything public. No, just look for or search for the circuit if you would like to see it. And this circuit is a functioning robot. Well, it doesn't really move, but you get to see uh, how the motors work and other things once you use the code or once you write the code. So this will also allow the students to check their code in the simulation circuit just to find out if it's okay, if there's nothing wrong with the code or the program, and then afterwards upload it to the robot. So this is one way to do it. And for those with problems with the robot, in the meantime, they use this simulation. Again, for those, yes, okay. I just saw the chat, no? The
Go ahead first.
the kits that I have are basically made for the Lasas and Jagos School. So there is a name there. I also made another one for another school. I also made another kit, which they use now for St. Paul College Pasig. But unlike us, which is a school-wide implementation, theirs is for club. No? Club lang sila kasi. Club lang. In our case kasi it's a regular subject. And for the availability, currently, officially, ang school pa lang meron. But I'm currently working on a commercial version. And in the commercial version, pwede din maglagay ng screen. No? One does not have the name that's also there. So this it's generic. But I'm still testing because I still have to make some changes because a lot of schools are also asking. But of course not, while I just need you to understand that when you will do this in your school, I just want you to remember that the PCB is basically just another breadboard that organizes everything. So this is custom-made breadboard or chassis with circuitry for the robot. I just want you to understand that. You can still do robotics without this PCB. Yun nga lang medyo mahirap at matagal kasi you have to do a lot of wiring at messy. Maraming wire. For that direction kasi I can imagine the chaos of the wires, no, brought to us by the students. Alam niyo mga students, especially parents na wala alam, no? Pag bibigay ka ng assignment sa bata, lagot ka sa parent. No? Tapos pinahirapan mo pa. So, we have to think of a way na medyo madali. Kasi robotics yung class hindi electronics. So, medyo lumayo ng electronics. Although this is still electronics, maybe they can just learn more about electronics later, no? Because we have electronics in high school. But for the younger ones, sakit sa ulo. no? Especially yung parent. Kasi nabigyan na sa sa bata, yung parent ang gagawa. So, yung parent ang tatawag sa'yo. Or they will complain, mahirap. Of course, they did not undergo the training or they didn't read the manual or the lesson. Kaya mahirap. So, yun na. Okay. And just for your information, Pepito is the descendant of Pepe. And who is Pepe? Pepe is actually my first robot. That's my first robot. And I'm just telling you, it's all possible from scratch. This is a robot. There's electronics. It works. And this is Bluetooth remote control. So think about it. And what I did with Pepito is just a way to simplify the production or mass production for full implementation. Kasi okay si Pepe kung personal or kung personal project. But kung mass production, ang tagal niya. The printed circuit board, which I designed, already is custom-made or designed to become the chassis. Okay, but of course, this robot is not meant for actual use. It's an educational tool for learning purposes. Hindi mo siya pwedeng gamitin for sumo or games. Pwede siguro games, pero you have to be careful kasi exposed to electronics. Okay, so if you want to use the robot for actual use, you have to protect the electronics and do something about it. So magka-custom-make kayo ng chassis nyo, and that will help the robot do his work. Or get the idea, make your own robot, a separate robot for your use. But this is, the schematic diagram is in Tinkercad. No? Sabi ko sa inyo, I gave everything away. It's all there. Ang hindi ko na pinamimigay ay yung circuit board. Ito lang ang pwedeng, ito lang ang hindi nyo makukuha. Okay? So kung gagawa kayo sa inyong robot, you have to do it by wire. But everything, all the diagram, the code is online. It's for everyone. Since I'm doing things for my school, for my student, yung lesson ko, yung video tutorials and lessons are also made available to everyone. Okay? And I hope that you get to check it out and find out, well, tell your teachers, maybe they can training with us, because when we do training, it's actually for free. No? And I really love doing the training and talking since we're all stuck. I am stuck at home. So, ang gagawin ko lang po siya. So, there. So, I make videos, do trainings, and that's what we do every week until we finish a particular division, then we move on. And we're doing Muntinlupa again for the second batch. And I think we'll be doing more since Muntinlupa is where the school is. So we'll be doing more collaboration in the future, aside from now. And Pepito is just the tip of the iceberg. There are so many things that I found out, that I realized after tinkering with electronics, with those commercial kits that we got. I opened them up and realized, oh no, pwede. So I made my own. But in this case, what I did is something that is very applicable in our setting, where students cannot buy their own kit, because when you buy your own kit, it will cost you around 30 to 50,000 pesos. And the problem with that, no, I'm not saying they're not okay. They're good. They're good. No, that's why we buy them. However, a simple family, simple kid cannot purchase a kit because they have no 30,000 pesos. They have no 50,000 pesos. What they will eat for the day is also a problem. So what are we going to do? Are we going to let robotics slip by? Are we going to not let our students learn? Because if I knew these things, I will not become a teacher. I will become an engineer, because I will learn all of these things, and I would know that it's very possible for me to learn and do more. So it did not happen, and I didn't realize. I didn't know. So this is one way, no, This is one way to make things work, to allow our students to learn, give them more in a more practical manner, that as allow them to see, what we teachers failed to see back then. And this is our contribution in making our country better by teaching our students uh, that are really not new things, they are old things, but we'll give them no more, so that they will have more opportunities by knowing more, so that they will know their strengths and possibilities. And imagine, for so many years, nobody thought of this. Nobody thought that making our own robot in school is possible. How come? Because nobody knew. Nobody knew about these things only now, because they weren't taught in school. If they were, we could have been a better country a long, long time ago. And maybe this is a new beginning, and this will greatly help our schools in doing robotics. Robotics is just start. It's just the tip of the iceberg. There is more. And by knowing more, this allows you to create more opportunities for life and, of course, in the end, for our country. And of course, I would like to thank you for listening. And this is not our last meeting. I'm sure we'll meet again, and because you'll be asking questions and maybe probably inviting us to do some training, since we're already finished with the other divisions. And again, thank you to PHEA for allowing me to share Pito to the world. Thank you.
Sir Dennis? Sir Dennis? Sir Dennis? Can you hear me? Hello, Sir Dennis. Can you hear me?
Yes, hello, good
Yes, but
afternoon,
Albert, I'm done. I'm just
Dennis.
going to just post my contact details in the chat box.
Yes.
I'm setting myself to mute. Thank you.
Sir Dennis, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Sir Dennis?
Yes, Joanna, I guess Sir Dennis can hear you.
Okay, Sir Dennis, probably this is the right time also to promote your YouTube channel about the videos that you've shown a while ago.
Okay, Ms. Joanna, I guess the YouTube channel is already posted at the chat box,
Okay, that's it.
a while ago.
Thank you.
Okay, so once again, thank you very much to our skills trainers from the elementary, junior high school, and the senior high school levels. And at this point, the Lacandula High School Sining Lahi Dance Troupe will show us their skills in dancing the ever-famous dance, Singkil. So let us give them a round of virtual applause. Okay, so thank you very much again to Lakandula, Sining Lahi Dance Troupe. And again, thank you to Mr. Luis Achilo, the Public Schools District Supervisor in charge of the Music, Arts, PE, and Health of the Schools Division Office of Manila. Thank you very much, sir. Of course, we would like to extend our warmest and sincerest thanks to our skills trainer as well as to the schools that you are representing. We have high hopes that our dear participants had an idea of what will be your skills presentation for our 73rd National Conference and Training. And hopefully, our 73rd National Conference and Training is not virtual anymore, but it's already face to face, probably in Cebu City, or in Palawan, or probably in Bohol, either in Cagayan de Oro, Davao, Iloilo, or somewhere else. Okay, so let's pray that the pandemic will be over so that our 73rd National Conference and Training will be face to face. Okay? Before we end our session for today, please take time to accomplish the evaluation form. The evaluation link is posted at the chat room section. Okay, please accomplish the evaluation form accurately, especially your contact number and of course a valid email address. For that is where our secretariat will send your certificate of participation. Please see to it that your email is valid so that you would readily receive the certificate of participation. And of course, if you'll be posting our photos in your personal social media accounts, no, please use our official hashtag. That is hashtag PHEA 2021 NCNT. Okay, so see you again tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning for the last day of our 72nd National Conference and Training. Okay, so you may leave this meeting room after the singing of the Philippine Home Economics Association March, and then see you again tomorrow. This has been Mr. Albert M. Rosarda, your constant companion on the Philippine Home Economics Association's 72nd National Conference and Training. Stay safe, everyone, and God bless us all.
We cheer to thee, we belong to thee, Philippine Home Economics Association. We are proud to belong with happy hearts and noble mission, with golden hearts to share, families, peace, love and care. Serving all together, planning together, working together for a better family life and society. PHEA, PHEA, march on forever. For the sake of the family, for the sake of the country, build happier homes, stronger communities, unite all nations. Home economists in the Philippines, we are the symbol of committed happy family. We establish quality, professional services. We offer innovative research in technology and home economics. And we dedicate ourselves as model home economies. PHEA, PHEA. retreat, build happier homes, stronger communities, and unite our nation. Hail to thee, PHEA. Hail to thee, PHEA. We cheer to thee, we belong to thee. Philippine Home Economics Association. We are proud to belong with happy hearts and noble mission. With golden hearts to share, families, peace, love and care. Setting goals together, planning together, working together for a better family life and society. PHEA, PHEA, march on forever. For the sake of the family, for the sake of the country, build happier homes, stronger communities, and unite our nation. Home economists in the Philippines, we are the symbol of committed happy family. We establish quality, professional services. We offer innovative research in technology and home economics. And we dedicate ourselves as model home economy. PHEA, PHEA, march on
Okay, so dear participants, we're having some problems with the evaluation rate. So we would like to request our participants to please check the Facebook page of the Philippine Home Economics Association, because that is where we are going to post the evaluation link. Right now, we cannot post the evaluation link, but before the end of the day, we will be posting the evaluation link at the Facebook page of the Philippine Home Economics Association. So please see to it that before you go to sleep tonight, you have visited the Facebook page of the Philippine Home Economics Association, and please evaluate. No, just simply look for the evaluation link at the Facebook page of the Philippine Home Economics Association. Thank you very much. Our apologies for the inconvenience. Thank you.